Hey guys, welcome back to another Cajun toy review. And today we're looking at Hasbro's Fortnite Victory Royale series, The Scientist, part of the 7 collection. Now, as far as I know, and I believe this is a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, that is where I got this one from. And I'll be straight up honest, I reviewed a few Fortnite figures already on this channel, and man, I love them. I think they're great. Midas is one of my favorite figures from last year, hands down. And I play Fortnite. Hey, I play with a couple of my friends, I play with my buddy, I play with a couple of people that are subscribers to this channel. And if you ever want to play with me, hit me up on Instagram, we can hook up. But yeah, this was a character that I was interested with. He's been in the series for a little bit. The whole 7 is kind of like this back lore for Fortnite. So yeah, let's look at this. So this one is a really cool packaging. A little bit different from what you normally see with the Fortnite figures in the store. Most notably, the very black colored box makes it really stand out. Most of the other Fortnite figures are white. And it also has this really cool wraparound picture of the scientist looking awesome. And man, I really like this box. On the side, we can kind of see the stuff he comes with. Shotgun, 5 faces with light up. I didn't even know that had that when I bought this, that they lit up. So that's really exciting for me. Backpack, and got the symbol for the scientist on the side. On the back, we got a product shot of the scientist looking dope. Shotgun back bling, and 5 different faces. 2 batteries, L76s, LR44s, most common batteries included. So hope that doesn't mess the articulation up. We shall find out. UPC on the bottom. Like I said, I do think this is a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. Now, one thing that is different with a lot of the Fortnite figures, you can actually see the figure in there. Part of Hasbro's thing about less waste, less plastic, is they went all cardboard with little windows. But this doesn't have a window at all until you see there's a little flap here. And you just open that up. And yeah, there's a shot of the scientist, and we can see there's him in there. And he is a big figure, so this looks fantastic, guys. This looks really, really good. I'm very excited. So without further ado, let's open this up and check out the scientist. Alright, we're looking at our scientist out of the box, and my first opinion of this figure, just kind of taking him out, posing him, messing around with him. Super detailed, man. This guy looks really awesome. He feels awesome. He is a very hefty figure, kind of in the mindset of Ripley, where he's just a really big, nice detailed figure. And Ripley was really surprising because he was actually pretty posable for a figure that big, and kind of the bulk he was. This guy is kind of different with his little light up effect and stuff like that. It does hinder on some of the articulation on him, but there's a lot of stuff here to like. He does come with one of the cooler weapons so far. This really awesome shotgun. But no kind of melee or anything like that. He does have that blade on his arm, so I guess you consider that. But man, the details on this figure are really great. The light up feature it's okay. It's pretty neat, but we'll check it all out. So let's get him off the turntable and on the table and take a look at the scientist. Alright, and the accessories that come with the scientist. He does come with this really dope shotgun, really detailed. Got the little light on it, the laser point sight. But yeah, a lot of cool detail in there with the chrome. The black is a little warped. I had to heat this thing up. I think it was worse when I had it out of the box. I already kind of took a stab at it with that. But man, this looks really good. He holds it really well in either one of his hands. He has 2 trigger finger hands. But just with his bulk and his size, you can't really double hand it, so it's almost like a one-handed shotgun for the most part, which it doesn't look always that great. But as for this, I can, the nice thing about Fortnite is you can swap out with all the different weapons, especially if you have the arcade packs that come with more weapons, which we reviewed on here. That gives you more options. Then he comes with this really cool back bling. This is similar to what we've seen with like Vendetta and stuff, and then I think probably, I know the Foundation does not have that. But the Visitor, which is another one of the 7, they all have this kind of similar back piece with this kind of flowing cape. All this different stuff going on here, this alien technology, but it's really cool. It's got a little bit of marbling on it, but it kind of fits with that, and some dirt and grime on it, which actually matches really well with the figure, and the game model. He does have like some rust on him, on his suit or whatnot, but it looks really good. Ports right onto his back, and of course if you want to swap it out with a different figure, you could do that as well. Now, as for the mask, so we're going to check out the special feature that this figure, I can't see anything, it's too dark. I need at least one light. Hold on a second, where's my Batman flashlight? Oh, alright, some light. Okay, so yeah, we're going to check out the special feature of this figure that makes it unique and kind of cuts away some of the articulation, which is the light up feature. So sliding his weapons aside, we have these different faces here, and it does come with 5, but he has a face on already, so how does this work? So yeah, looking at the figure, you kind of push here on his torso, and you can see he's lighting up in the chest area. You can definitely see it in the neck, where he lights up, but his face is not lighting up at all. So you basically grab the face mask, the plastic piece will come off like so, and then you pull this off, and now we can see the exposed bulb, and again, pretty bright. So now we have these different faces. So we have this kind of straight line one, and they have names, I don't know what they are, and we just kind of port them in there. And you have this kind of lined one, which looks pretty cool. Looks like something like Ultron or something like that, with those kind of lines like that. I like it. It looks good. And then of course for any of them, you just throw back the plastic shield on there, like so. And it kind of strobes for a minute, and then goes off, and you just tap it, push it, and it comes right back on like so again. So we'll just kind of go through with different ones. We have this one, which is kind of got like the target reticle on it. That one looks like this. Pretty good. Oh, that thing went flying somewhere. It's over there in the corner. And then we have this one. This one is definitely got this really cool like octagon in the middle, some lines. There are all these really cool designs on it. Then we have this one, looks almost like a hockey mask with the lines on it. There you go. Oh, no, we don't. There's like a little lip on there that you kind of click him into. There we go. And I'm not making it. Riveting. There we go. So yeah, this one has a lot of markings on it, and it reminds me of a hockey goal mask with the lines in the front right there. But yeah. And then lastly, this one is probably one of the cooler ones. This one is kind of like the smiley face one, I guess you would call it. Yeah, that's exactly what you would call it, a smiley face. And then with any of them, you just slap the plastic shield back on, like so, and you have your scientist. Now, the 6th mask is, of course, the already painted mask that has the red lines on it. So we'll look at that one as a default when we check out the articulation of and details of our figure. All right, and then lastly, let's just take a look at our figure, his articulation, and final opinions, and compare them, up to with some of the other figures from this wave, which I have thoroughly enjoyed. So, yeah, looking at this figure, like I said, it is really detailed. I do love the kind of worn metal, rusty kind of look that he kind of has going over it. Like I said, there is marbling in the figure, but it lends really well with the kind of look of the armor. You can definitely see on the back, especially a lot, these kind of like rust marks and stuff like that. These like just damaged stuff like that. It looks really good. And like I said, it does fit the character model from the game, has that as well. So a lot of attention to detail on this guy, which I really love. I love the 2 rivets on there, how the different sizes on that port. That looks really good, man. And the red lines all around the figure, starting from the back of the calves all the way up the back, in between the arms, and throughout, just looks fantastic. Now I do wish, because the foundation is coming out, and the foundation does look very similar to the scientist, I would like them to put that. There was a white variant for him that you could get by doing a certain mission quest towards the end of season 10 on Fortnite. and that looked really awesome. He looked really good in white, and I think this figure would look fantastic like that. I doubt we'll see that, but it'd just be a cool option. You know, that's what it looks like right there. There you go. But overall, I am pleased with this figure, just on detail and having him with some of the other Fortnite figures. Like I said, every time I review one of these, I'm really excited to see what else they do and what else they come out with. So yeah, looking at the head and everything and stuff like that, a lot of detail on there with different hoses and stuff like that coming through them and connecting. It's just nothing is really symmetrical on this guy, which is really cool. I just like how it just rough it looks, you know, uneven with the lines, different shoulder pads on them. Just even with the way the arms are, you got the blade on one arm, you got the big shoulder pad on arm. It just makes his profile and everything stand out really well in the silhouette of this guy. Got this big hose kind of leading through the side, which of course is our light, but that just all looks so good. This kind of under texture that we got kind of going on, which is kind of either like their Under Armour suit or whatever they're wearing, because yeah, we don't really know what these guys are except for the foundation looks like The Rock. So yeah, after the other ones will be unveiled where we see their faces. Time will tell. He does have these kind of it's like kind of glued on little support things that do move. They are kind of floating on there, so be kind of wary on those. Almost knocked the one off the knee when I was initially trying to pose them for one of the shots, but they seem like they're glued on there pretty well. But yeah, I think it's a good looking figure, guys. I just, you know, my only gripe is really kind of going to be like the limited articulation. So let's talk about it. So yeah, of course there's batteries inside this guy. He does light up, so that's going to limit his torso movement to an extent. Not as much as you would think, but not as much as we saw with like Ripley. So head, we're really going to have rotation, and that's it. There's not going to be any really tilt or anything on this guy. And the light came on just from me turning it. For the arms, this arm is limited by this big old shoulder pad right there. It is glued above it. You can come around it, but you're not going to get the arm to go full vertical like that. Single jointed elbows, which is kind of unfortunate. I mean, he is bulky, but I would have liked to see a little bit more range. You could do some cool poses with this blade. And that does kind of hinder, like I said, if you're trying to do a double-handed with the shotgun, you're not going to get these arms across to really hold well. You're going to kind of have them at a side position, and then with the limited head, it's going to give you a range. So yeah, give this dude some dual pistols or something else, because the shotgun looks kind of goofy. And his hands, speaking of his hands, he does have wrist flex and rotation on the wrist. This arm, you got actually about the same, maybe less, because this thing is really tight on the arm. So yeah, I'm scared to break that by trying to come up anymore. But yeah, that's about the range of the arm there. Oh, his face fell off, which just kind of locks in and clicks in, very similar to what Ripley was again. Now there is a little bit of torso flex, and that's about it. Kind of scared to rotate this guy, that like I'll break like the battery compartment in him, because it doesn't really give. So just a little bit of this way to basically connect it. So yeah, you get a little bit of ab crunch, little bit. There is no rotation though. As for a split, it's about as far as you're gonna get with these little peg ports on there, which is not terrible considering the bulk of this guy. It can kick extremely high. This dude's ready for the Rockettes. No thigh cut. Actually, wait, I'm a liar. There's a thigh cut. It is hidden behind this, but it is extremely limited by these crazy armor plating pieces right there. And we do have double jointed knees, but they are also going to be limited, but they do look pretty cool with that. You can put that thruster on his back. No calf or thigh, no calf or boot cut. And there is some flex on the ankle, and he does have peg holes on the bottom of his very strange looking crazy robot raptor feet. And it stands all right. sometimes I had them. Yeah, there we go. Where he wants to fall. It's just a little bit of a balancing game with some of these bigger figures, especially when they're kind of unorthodoxly shaped. But for the most part, he stands pretty great. So yeah, overall, like I said, I think it's a solid figure. It's definitely a really cool looking painted figure. Articulation is decent. It's not the worst. But yeah, I think it's pretty awesome. I think he's a really cool addition to it. I'm definitely excited to see the foundation next to him and keep building this line. Finally, here is the scientist with some of the other figures that I have reviewed. So we have our Sky, Midas Rex, and Jules. I think he compares pretty well. He is pretty bulky, nice solid figure, kind of scales pretty well. I think he should be just slightly taller, but overall I'm pretty pleased. So I like it. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like it? You can be picking this one up, or any of them up, and definitely looking forward to seeing the foundation compared with this guy, if he's going to be bigger or whatnot. And that should be coming pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. And any more figures like these and stuff like that we'll be picking up. I'm on the fence about TNT Tina, but I think I'm going to wind up getting there. So anyway, if you like this video, please leave a like. Check out our other content. Consider subscribing. Stay tuned for more Marvel Legends, NECA, DC Multiverse, Fortnite, and everything else in between. We do request, and if you need to get to or want to get in touch with me, best way is through Instagram. So guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Take care of yourself.